Cottage cheese is one of my favorite protein sources. I ate it pretty much every day on my weight loss journey, and I eat it every day now. It helped me lose 130 pounds and keep it off for over 9 years. But when I first started, it was really hard to get used to the texture because it's kind of weird. So I want to share 2 high protein cottage cheese recipes for easy fat loss that are super tasty, and they mask the texture so that you won't even believe that there's cottage cheese in these. And I'm making meat lovers pizza and chocolate peanut butter mousse. And we're starting with the pizza, honey. So this is what you're gonna need. Cutie! We're gonna need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, which I have in the bowl right here, plus a 1/4 cup of flour in case the dough is sticky, and we'll add into that as we need to. And I'm just using Great Value all-purpose. Then we're gonna need 1 cup of cottage cheese, and I'm using the 2% cottage cheese from Costco. 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Then for the toppings, we're making 2 personal pizzas. So we're gonna need 1/2 cup of pasta sauce divided into a 1/4 cup each. We use pasta sauce because it's cheaper, and I don't have the can anymore, but it's Great Value tomato basil. That's the one we usually get. Then we need some meat. For the meat lovers, we're using 3 kinds. 1 slice of the smoked Black Forest ham that has been chopped and divided into 1/2 each. A slice of pepperoni. This is the Deli Express from Walmart, and it's been chopped and divided in 1/2. And a slice of turkey bacon. This is my favorite. It's the Applewood smoked turkey bacon from like the Butterball that we get at Walmart. It's been cut in 1/2 and chopped up into pieces. So this is for 1 pizza and this is for the other. Obviously, one's for Sass and one's for me. And then we need 60 grams of light shredded cheese divided into 30 grams each. This is the light marble cheese from Walmart. I got a cute baking sheet here, lined with parchment paper and sprayed with cooking spray. And then I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. So now I'm gonna start making my dough. I'm gonna put the flour in here, and then the salt and the baking powder. And I'm just gonna give it a quick stir to mix it up. Now I'll add in the cottage cheese. And then I'm just gonna stir this until it starts forming clumps, and then I'll start like kneading it with my hands. Cottage cheese is a slow digesting protein because it's got casein in it, and protein lowers your hunger hormone ghrelin, so it helps you feel fuller longer. That is so good when you're eating in a calorie deficit to lose weight, because it's normal to be hungry when you are. And Sass and I really wanted to add it into our diet because of the benefits of it when we first started losing weight, but we were really turned off by the texture. So we started turning cottage cheese into really cool recipes where they were so tasty we didn't even notice the cottage cheese in it. And we wanted to make this vid and show you guys because we see in the comments all the time the friends saying, we wanna like cottage cheese, but that texture, man. So these 2 are amazing recipes that are gonna be super tasty, so you get the benefits of the cottage cheese, but you're not gonna feel the texture. So it's starting to form little clumps, as you can see, and I'm gonna start forming it into a ball with my hands. And then if it's sticky, I'll add in a bit of flour, but I'm just gonna test it out first. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. Look at my monster hands. About half, yeah, do the whole thing. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna form a ball with it, and then I'll divide it into 2. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to just eyeball it and divide it into 2 equal balls, like so. And then I'm just gonna lightly dust like my surface with flour here. And I'm gonna use a rolling pin. Mine is like a monster one that you use for like fondant, but like any rolling pin will do. And I'm just gonna roll it into circular, like personal size pizza shapes until, you know, I like the thickness, and then I'll transfer it to my baking sheet and do the same with the other one. Okay, I like that size, so I'm going to transfer it over to the one side of the sheet, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. And you might just have to keep like lightly flouring your surface because the cottage cheese can make the dough a little sticky, but that's normal. Just put a little flour down and it'll be real easy. So I'm gonna do the same to this one, and then I'll show you how I bake them, and then I'm gonna top them. Okay, so now these are ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna bake them for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna top them and bake them again so they're pizza cute. Okay, they've baked for 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna top them. I'm gonna take the 1/4 cups of sauce and pour them on. Look at that talent. And
did you work in a pizza parlor when you were younger?
Wouldn't that be cool if I did? I'd probably eat all the pizza. It's probably not a good job for me. Okay, I didn't bring, I don't know why, but I forgot to bring a spoon and I'm too lazy to go get one, so I'm just wiping this cottage cheese one off. And then I'm gonna spread the sauce on, so beautiful. Okay, so the sauce is cute. Now, I think I'm gonna do the cheese first and then the meat. So let's sprinkle the cheese on. Now let's do the meats. So we'll just take some meat and sprinkle it all over, and I've already got it like divided half and half, so I'm just gonna use all the meat on this side for this pizza and then do the same thing for the other side. This needs a little bit more splink of sauce there. Now, we didn't call it meat lovers for nothing, my friends. Look, you sure do. Especially like we learned the trick of using low-cal meat, and it really goes a long way. So these are ready. I'm gonna put them in the oven for another 8 to 10 minutes at 400 degrees. And once like the cheese is bubbly and the crust is cooked through, we'll be ready to go. All right, they're done. They went for 10 minutes at 400 degrees, and now they are so cute and ready to go. So I'm just going to lift it up and put it on this lovely plate. There we go. And then this one, oh, look at the perfect size mini pizza loaded with taste and protein, buddy. Calories for the entire mini pizza: 539, 12 grams of fat, 70 grams of carbs, and 38.5 grams of protein. And if you think about it, one slice of Meat Lovers pizza at like a fast food joint is like a minimum of 300 calories. So you're getting a whole mini pizza for 539. That is crazy.
Thick and heavy.
And yes, and they're full of protein, so they're really gonna keep you full. And Sass and I are eating these for dinner tonight, and we are super excited. So I'm gonna move on to what we're gonna be eating for our snack tonight, and that's the chocolate peanut butter mousse. So I'll get everything set up and show you how to make it, honey. And the friends, I lost my weight with portion control. So if you wanna know the exact portions and meals that I ate to lose the weight, you can buy my weight loss ebook called The First 50. The link is down below, and code Nicole will save you 10% off, honey. Okay, we're making the chocolate peanut butter mousse. So what you're gonna need is 1 cup of cottage cheese, and I'm using the same one that I was earlier, the 2% one from Costco. We need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I'm just using the baking cocoa from Walmart, and 2 tablespoons of low-cal sweetener, also from Walmart, and that's right there. Then we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. I'm using the PB&Me. For the topping, I have half a tablespoon of the PB&Me that I made with 3/4 of a tablespoon of water so that it's runny, because I'm gonna drizzle it over top of the final product. Then for toppings, we're gonna need 2 teaspoons of milk chocolate chips, divided into 1 teaspoon each, and this is the one from Walm. And 2 teaspoons of peanut butter baking chips. These are the Hershey's Chip-Its, and I've got it divided into a teaspoon each and just like mixed in. Those are gonna be the topping. And then also for the mousse, you're gonna need a scoop of protein powder. I'm using the new chocolate peanut butter flavor from HTLT Stuffs. It is so good, and I think it's gonna be baller in this recipe. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. And you wanna know the cool thing about this? It's got casein protein, just like the cottage cheese does. So it's slower digesting, and when you use a casein and whey protein powder mixed, it's really great for baking and for mixing really well into things, because some just whey protein powders, they don't mix well and they don't bake up well. This one, made for baking. Yes. I forgot to tell you, I have some almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. I'm going to have about 2 tablespoons reserved in case it's not blending well, then I'll add some in, but I'm not gonna use it unless I need to. So we're just gonna pour this right into the blender. Then powdered peanut butter.
The thick one.
Yep, the thick one, not the thin one.
And this cocoa powder is unsweetened.
Yes, it's made for baking, so it's unsweetened. Get in there, hon. Okay. Pour this in. Cocoa powder, sweetener, and the protein powder. Now, I'm just gonna put the lid on and start it blending on high until smooth. I may need to scrape the sides down a little bit and add milk as I go, but I'll let you know as I do that. Okay, it's doing well, but I am just gonna scrape the sides down a bit and get all the rest of that protein powder in there. And then I think it's blending well, but I think I am gonna add just a smidge of the almond milk just to make it a bit creamier. Oops, gotta shake it. Okay, let's do about, I'm gonna eyeball about 3/4 of a tablespoon. There we go. Blend it up a bit more. It is ready to go. It's gonna make 2 servings, so I'm gonna divide it into 2 different bowls. And how I do it so that's accurate, I'm gonna just put it on the scale and zero it out. And I'm just gonna divide it until I get like an accurate reading. So I'm just gonna put a little bit and then keep going until it's even. Okay, so that came to about 150 grams per bowl, and that, you know, it'll be give and take depending on like your ingredients and stuff. Now what I'm gonna do is just drizzle a little bit of this peanut butter mixture over top of each bowl. Just a little bit there. And a little bit there. There. Now, we'll just top it with the chips. Da, da, da. It makes 2 servings, one for Sass, one for me. We're actually gonna eat these for our nighttime snack, so I'm gonna wrap these up with plastic wrap and put them in the fridge until later. But per serving, the entire thing with the toppings, it's 283 calories, 8 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbs, and 31.5 grams of protein. So this, and like, seriously, you're never even gonna know that it's cottage cheese. And because I'm eating it later, I'm gonna do a little, like, look how smooth that is. You would never know that's cottage cheese. And it's got like a really, because of the cottage cheese is like tangy, it's a very rich chocolate. It's really good.
And you got to use a quality, good tasting protein powder like HTLT, or else the flavor's not going to be there.
And again, the blendability, you want one that really mixes well, because some mix chunky. This one was made for baking, and that's why we love it. All right, cuties. I hope you enjoyed this and that you've seen, like, don't close yourself off to options when you're like starting to diet. There are a ton of really versatile proteins out there, like cottage cheese. I tell you about Greek yogurt all the time. Weight loss should never be a punishment. You should really love your food, and when you find a really cool versatile protein like cottage cheese, you can make it into so many tasty things where you're gonna be waking up every day, jumping out of bed to like eat your food because you're gonna love it so much. And that's why Kyle and I have been able to lose 130 pounds each and keep it off for over 9 years, because we love our food and we choose proteins like this that really help us feel full. So watch this vid and this vid for more fun, sustainable weight loss tips, because Sass and I are real friends losing weight in the real world. And we love our food every day, and that's why we've been able to do it for so long. So I'll catch ya in the next big cutie. Peace it, peace it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. Sass and I love you. Remember, you're not alone. We've gone through everything you have, and you can do this. And now, I'm gonna swing for the fences with a home run and my cling wrap bat. Get the ball ready. She swings, she scores, it's out of the field.
You've never played baseball, have you?
Nope. Oh, wait, I did in gym class and I wore jeans.
On that note.
Bye.
See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.